cold, as you can see in Florida. And I had to get some driving in before this weather goes away. It feels good, it's fast. You guys saw that one pull, I just kept going. The car feels really good, it's really fast. But I hit 13.9, I'll show you that real quick. I'm gonna throw in a Mayhem driver right now that drives with Toshi, if you guys know S15_alpha. But he did a machine check recently of his 180, and he's got similar setup to mine, and he runs his T28 on 15 PSI. But in Japan, they have higher octane fuel, so they have 98, 100, and that's at the pump. Here we get 93, and that's if you go to a good gas station that has true 93 octane fuel. So I do wanna turn this down. I know the T28 can do 15, it can do 14, but I don't wanna get too crazy. And look at this. I almost blew the freaking intercooler piping off. Toasty! Like, this thing is boosting. Now, granted, I probably didn't tighten that, to be honest with you. This thing is freaking rowdy right now. It is rowdy. On top of it being rowdy, it's not very fun to drive. That solid mounted trans is killing me. So I emailed Excessive again today, and hopefully they get back to me. Excessive just sent me an email. They said hardware is ready to ship, just need to know where to send it. I am trying to arrange to get the tires in the back replaced. Once I get a price for that and the time set, I can do that. Trying to drive this weekend, do a little shakedown. I'm a little bit worried. I've had some issues. I know I did a little bit of research on over centering when it comes to knuckles and cutting the lock stops. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to cut the lock stops off. I'm a little bit worried because there is a chance that I over center, and basically when you over center, you're at full lock, it's almost impossible to pull the wheel back out the full lock, and you do not want that happening on your car when you're full lock and you're trying to drive a turn in tandem or something crazy like that. So I need to really be careful looking into that. I do not want to cut these and then go and test drive, and then, you know, I'm over centering at a moment where I need to pull the wheel back in. Okay, so when it comes to adjusting the wastegate, you have your arm, and the longer the arm is, the less boost you're gonna have. The shorter it is, the more boost. If it's shorter, it has to travel a longer distance, which means you're gonna have more boost. If it's longer, it travels a shorter distance, you'll have less boost. We are adjusting that, and I have that pack of C-clips, so I'm gonna have to pop that one off, push it off of here, extend it, which means it's gonna be a bit easier, and you see I didn't tighten that nut. So we need to finalize this, get it sealed up, and then we should be good. Pretty simple. The nut was all the way back on the arm. I didn't tighten it, like I said. So it's tightened now, and I did 5 turns, hoping, like I said, that it's 12 PSI at the max, and that should be good. With no worries, we can push the car and not have a fear of pushing the turbo past its limit, because when you're at 14, that's 1 PSI off. It's too much. I also have to tighten the coupler that almost blew off. So I'm gonna tighten this down real quick. And I'm not putting on the heat shield yet because I want to test drive and confirm that I adjusted it correctly. I'm super picky about this because I want a perfect seal. Okay. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow, I'm gonna hop in the car and do more testing so I can see what the boost is set at, make sure it's perfect, and we'll get ready. Tomorrow, we're gonna be jacking this thing up also, taking the wheels off, getting ready for the new freaking tires to go on. Yeah. because these wore pretty good. These did pretty good. Way more tread than the driver's side. Depending on the layouts of the tracks you do, or just if you're on the street, the layouts and lines you run, one might wear faster than the other. Okay, so I've been pushing the car like crazy this week, drive after drive after drive. I might have to drive it again and adjust it. So right now, the wastegate, I also forgot to clear it, so I don't have the true reading, but watching it, and I mean pedal to the ground fully, so obviously wide open throttle, and you'll see that on the overlays, which I was happy to get this time around. I was all the way foot down, and I was at 10.9 PSI. So that means we're sitting right at 11 with the spike at 12. She's doing pretty good. I'm gonna get these tires put on tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then.
Oh, brother, whoa, 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 now.
That was crazy. Don't ever do that again. So I have spares that aren't fully done yet, and I'm debating if I should do the new tires or the spare ones. New ones are more of a track day thing, and the spares are for stuff like this. These are the news compared to the spares. Now they are low, but there's a little bit left, and we have to use these eventually, so this is smart to run these on the street, and then when we come to our track day, we get all the grip we can. Wheels are back on the car. We have drift spares on there now. The wastegate is adjusted to 11 PSI. Pretty good number. I think I'm gonna stick with that. Now, tomorrow, the only thing I need to do is cut the lock stops and start messing with the steering settings to try and get that dialed in fully. I really appreciate everyone who watched this far. You guys are awesome. If you enjoyed this, leave a like so I know, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.